Well, good morning. It's Bill Hurrelbrink, your morning news anchor from KCTV5 here with Bill's weekend picks. We're going to go through a handful of things that you can put on your calendar to get out and do here in beautiful Kansas City this weekend. Finally, kind of a quieter weekend. We've gotten away from the Super Bowl, gotten away from the parade madness, and now we've come to a weekend where a little bit slower, but we're going to find some great things to do here around town. So appreciate you coming with me here on this journey of some things to do. First off, let's start with some music for tomorrow night. Down at the Truman, you can go see the folks from Mammoth WVH. Why do I say this? Because it's got a very famous frontman. His dad happens to be the one and only Eddie Van Halen. That is Wolfgang Van Halen. Again, fronts Mammoth WVH. They're going to be at the Truman tomorrow night. The name Mammoth was actually Eddie Van Halen's original band name before they changed it to Van Halen. And Wolfgang, or Wolfie, wanted to bring Mammoth back. So that's why he started this band. And again, they're on tour. They had been on tour with the Foo Fighters. They're actually headlining this show at the Truman on Friday night. Again, doors at 7, show at 8. If you do want to go to that concert, there are still some tickets available. We'll take a look at some of those here. It looks like they're starting about $57 for GA tickets, and that's all that venue is all GA, you can see. So if you want to go, there are still tickets available. You can go to the Truman's website to get over to that one. Also opening for Mammoth WMV is going to be Lita Strauss. She is the opening act. She's also a touring guitarist for Demi Lovato and Alice Cooper. So definitely something you might want to check out if you're into seeing some live music this weekend. Of course, we are in the Lenten season here in Kansas City, and there's lots of great fish fries to take advantage of on Friday nights as well. A lot of the parishes around town in the Archdiocese have these at different churches around town. A few that I'm aware of that do this is Christ the King over in KCK. That's off of Leavenworth Road. St. John's Catholic Club in Strawberry Hill. You can go get a great fish dinner there, as well as St. Patrick's Catholic Church on State Avenue. They have Lenten fish dinners for every Friday during the Lenten season here in town. And also, if you want to see if there's anything else closer to you besides the 3 that I've listed, the Leaven is the official newspaper of the Archdiocese of Kansas City, and they have all of the area's fish fries and Lenten meals available. So you just got to go over to their website and you can find out the best one that works out for you. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into some other events happening over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. This is going to be a big one out at the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium. It is International Polar Bear Weekend out at the zoo here this weekend. So they're going to have a lot of extra enrichment for their polar bear Nunic out there. What enrichment is when they give the animals different things to play with, to explore, to experiment with, just to kind of keep their minds busy. So they'll have some fun stuff out there for Nunic to play with as he gets that special enrichment during the day, both Saturday and Sunday. Plus, zookeepers are going to be there as well for special chats about the polar bears. Those are going to happen at 10:30 in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And actually, right now, I want to take you out to the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium. This is their live camera that's viewable on YouTube. Let's see if Nunic wants to come out and say hi. He was out here a little bit earlier walking around saying hi, but looks like right now he might have gone back into hiding and just kind of hanging out, maybe probably getting in anticipation of the big International Polar Bear Weekend here coming up this weekend at the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium. And again, I keep forgetting about that aquarium. Something else you want to go check out there while you're experimenting and seeing the polar bears, go check out the new aquarium there at Kansas City Zoo as well. Maybe you're into some movies. How about this? The Nelson Atkins. They're going to be having the Oscar shorts, all the movies that have been nominated for Oscars out at the Nelson Atkins this weekend. It's going to be part of their Tivoli at the Nelson Atkins documentary series. So there's several different ones you can attend. Each one are about 90 minutes long, and they'll feature about 5 or 6 short films. So these are the documentary shorts. It's happening both Saturday and Sunday. Now, there are different times for the different categories. So if you want to see the documentaries, you can go out on Saturday. That is going to be at 1:30 in the afternoon, and you can see all the different documentaries that will be featured in that program. Now, keep in mind, these are 20 to 40 minutes long, and it'll be about a little over 2 hours to see all of the films nominated in that category. But again, all of these films are nominated for the Oscars, and of course, the Oscars are going to be March 10th, and you will be able to see that on one of the stations here in town. I'm not going to tell you which one, but you're smart enough, you're going to figure that out on your own. So again, Oscar shorts, Nelson Atkins, several different categories that you can see through. We'll show you another couple ones here real fast. So again, we just showed you the documentaries. They're also going to have animation shorts and the live action shorts as well. Both of those are going to be featured on Saturday and Sunday at the Nelson Atkins. $10 to go see that if you're a member of the Nelson Atkins Museum, $13 if you're not, but it's still a great opportunity to go out and see some of those short films before the Oscars begin on March the 10th. Up next, this is one of my favorites, Girl Scout cookies. We all love them, right? Well, coming up on Saturday over at Service Brewing, they have an event where you can do beer pairings with Girl Scout cookies. I know that kind of sounds a little weird. I was a little weirded out by the first time hearing it as well, but I've already seen them do wine pairings with Girl Scout cookies before, so now Service Brewing Company are doing that with beer. So they're releasing 4 beers that were all made with the cookies that you can then pair with the cookies. So come by to Service Brewing Company about 11 o'clock on Saturday, and also Girl Scout Troop 996 is going to be there selling cookies and raising money for their troop activities and service projects. There'll also be some barbecue in the tap room from 11:30 to 3 from Point and Flat Barbecue. And again, the beers that they are going to be releasing that go along with the Girl Scout cookies is they're going to have a Thin Mints Sweet Stout, Love Gone Bad, which is an Adventurefuls Imperial Sweet Stout, Dreams in Color, it's a Lemonade's Berliner Weiss, and then finally their Two Oceans, which is a Raspberry Toast Yays, which is a golden sour beer. So again, something might be fun to do on a Saturday morning. You go out, you try some their beer out there, you pair it with some Girl Scout cookies, get some barbecue, and help out a good group here in Kansas City as well. Let's move on to Sunday because there is some really cool stuff happening on Sunday as well. We're going to start with another brewery on Sunday. Stockyards Brewing Company has their Sunday service winter lineup that's going on. This is a great opportunity to get out and see some live music. And coming up on Sunday, you can go out and see music from the Haymakers. So this is a Sunday service at Stockyards Brewing, and what this is a series that features bluegrass music, folk, roots, and Americana tunes every Sunday afternoon. They got a great lineup there that runs through April at Stockyards Brewing Company, and again, this weekend on Sunday, it's featuring the music of the Haymakers. If you're not familiar where Stockyards Brewing is, it's down by the old Kemper Arena. Now it's called Hy-Vee Arena, just to the north there in the Stockyards District, just to the south of the 670 west of the downtown loop. Also coming up, it's a big birthday weekend this weekend. I'm sure you know these guys right here. That's the Beatles. Well, George Harrison, if he was still with us, would turn 81 years old this weekend. And to celebrate on Sunday, they are throwing a big birthday bash out at Knuckleheads. They're going to have Liverpool, which is the Beatles cover band here in town. They're going to be out there playing all the old Beatles songs, and they're going to have some friends coming up on stage to help them out as well. So you can get out for a great fun night of music. Tickets start at $25 for that one, but get out and sing Let It Be, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Of course, George Harrison was one of the co-writers on While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And then he was also in the Traveling Wilburys with Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, and many more. One of the biggest super groups of all time. But you can get out and celebrate George Harrison. Again, tickets for that one, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Here is George Harrison's birthday bash, again with Liverpool and Fringe. They do have tickets available. I believe they were $25, and that event gets underway at 7 o'clock. Again on Sunday out at Knuckleheads. That's over in the East Bottoms. They're not too far from J. Rieger, the distillery out there. So those are just some of the picks that caught my eye here for over the weekend. I hope you have a chance to go check one of them out, and if not, I hope you have maybe a quiet weekend at home, catching up on some sleep and some chores. I know Greg told us it's going to be a great weekend to be outside doing something, so whether that's a farmer's market for you on Saturday morning or maybe getting some work done around the house or out in the backyard, it's going to be a great weekend for that. So thanks for joining us for Bill's Weekend Picks. We'll be back here next Thursday at 10:30 with more weekend picks that you can put on your calendar. Again,